This video is dedicated to my time in NYU. Rusk, when I was an inpatient, I slept over there for five months, and there was some good people there. The therapists were good, the recreation people were good, the nurses were good, the nurse aides were terrible. And you would figure that because it was NYU, that it would be some people of class. But no, these people were horrible. These people would talk behind your back, talk in front of your face as if you can't do nothing because you're in a certain situation, so you gotta take their shit. And then it was just disrespectful. I remember one time I asked the nurse aide to put my table near me so I wouldn't have to bother anybody anymore. And she told the other one, believe me, it's ridiculous. Right in front of my face. No respect for anybody. One time I asked the nurse aide, why you can't control the other people in the room? Why you guys gotta get me up 5 o'clock in the morning to give me a shower, then to put me back in bed with my clothes on that I could sweat, which their system didn't make no sense. And then she told me, what if you had a job to get? That's my business. If I had a job to get up at time, then I would get up. But there was no reason for me to get up for a fucking shower when I wasn't going anywhere till 9, 10 o'clock. And then on top of that, with my clothes on, it was fucking insanity. And then one of the nurse aides, Olivia, said that was talking about me, and they're not too bright in her head because she was talking about me where I could hear it, and she didn't even know it. So she's so full of shit with her mama's family looking, Nell Carter looking ass. She said, oh, da 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 da. And he asked me a question, and I said, and bye. And then she had the nerve to tell me something the next day and be nice. And I could have turned around and said, bitch, bye. But there's one particular person that I want to talk about. Let me get this straight, because there was two Ediths. This is the night Edith. She had big buggy eyes, and I think she was Jamaican. She would get mad if I dropped the urinal. Like, you couldn't make mistakes. You couldn't be human. You couldn't mess your pants. You couldn't do nothing because they're so perfect, right? No, the thing was that I had to use the bathroom, and then it's hard for me to get clean because I got a lot of hair on my bottom. So when they wiped me, they figured they would wipe. So a lot of times, it's psychology. Depending on the evening time, if it was 6 in the evening, I would rather go on a bedpan because of the fact that they like to throw me in bed real quick. And so I would wait till later to go to the bathroom, like 8:30, 9 o'clock, because I didn't want to be in bed 7, 8, like something like that. Because I would rather go on the toilet and then for them to wipe me up and put me back in my chair. But they always looked for the easy way out. Like I said, God pity them, because they don't know what they're going to get tomorrow. So one day an aide named Edith, Night Edith, came in, started screaming at me, said I should know better. I'm not being considerate to my roommates, and da-da-da-da-da, blase and blaza. And, and, um, and she, proceeded to talk shit and say, I don't care if you report me. Now, I'm a grown man, even though I'm a young kid. I'm a grown man, 20 years old at the time. You know, you can go fuck yourself. And then she had the nerve try to joke with me and be my friend, and then talk shit about me behind my back, thinking my roommate wasn't gonna tell me, which I know him from high school, conveniently enough, and he's very bright. And that kid, I think, is a lawyer, to be honest with you. And all that stuff. And then she had the nerve to ask me about my home life and my brothers and sisters, and I told her the truth about my mom and my stepdad. And she goes, before she even heard anything, she goes, she did what she had to do. First of all, fuck you, because you don't know nothing about my life. And second of all, um, you don't want my mom to come around because she would tell you a new one. You stinking bitch, you miserable bitch. And then um what else was I gonna say? you know, yeah, my mother did what she had to do. She didn't take care of herself. I wound it up in this chair so pieces of shit like you could mistreat me for the rest of my life. So you know what, Edith? Go fuck yourself. Because you're a miserable bitch. You're lower than a janitor. Listen, I don't judge jobs. I would scrub freaking toilets if it mean that I make money, because you know why? I love money. I like going. He says I like staying alive. I like eating. I like staying happy. I love my video games. I love my wrestling. Money's money. So you know what? At the end of the day, hey, that's feeding your ass, and that's giving you a living, and that's giving you enjoyment, and that's giving you a life. So you know what? Go fuck yourself. I'm out.